Hi everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today, we're going to explore a heartfelt story about love, family, and hope. The simple yet powerful moments that remind us what happiness truly means. It's the story of Huyen, Day, and their little girls Maya and Bibi. A small family living in a humble home, finding warmth and joy even in the middle of life's storms. From laughter over homemade meals to a surprise birthday under the rain, their journey will touch your heart and remind you that love always finds a way. If you enjoy stories like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss the next videos full of emotion and inspiration. Hello everyone, wishing the whole family a new day full of energy. This morning, Huyen's small garden still lingers with the mist after last night's rain. Gentle sunlight filters through the foliage, shining on Huyen's face as she smiles, greeting the audience. Her voice is warm and full of love, sending wishes of peace and happiness to everyone. A familiar opening, but one that makes anyone listening feel lighthearted. Beside her is the old lady wandering that last night. Huyen and Uncle Dilet stay over. The old lady still hasn't found her relatives. Her distant gaze makes Huyen feel a pang of sorrow. She promises to try her best to help the old lady reunite with her family soon. That sincere care brightens the entire rustic scene of the countryside after the rain. The two clean up the yard together, arranging items to prepare for building a fence. Uncle D whispers, "How about we plant bitter melons by the riverbank? That type sells for a good price now." Huyen smiles, eyes lighting up. "Yes, plant there with fewer pests, and the river water is cool. The fruits grow long." The conversation is light, but hides hopes for a new season, for small profits that will help them sustain their lives. Meanwhile, baby Bibi, the adorable child with round eyes, keeps insisting on going out to play with the chickens running around. Huyen gently pats the child's head, coaxing, "The ground is still wet. Be good. Mom will let you out later, okay?" The child's voice blends with the gentle wind, creating a simple yet warm everyday picture. Uncle Day prepares to go to work. Huyen calls after, "Remember to come home early this afternoon, okay? Tonight, there's a surprise." She smiles mysteriously, eyes sparkling with small joy. Before leaving, he turns back to remind the old lady to be careful at home, while Huyen busily prepares bundles of vegetables to take to the market. In her heart is a bit of worry, pity for the old lady, and thinking about the upcoming sales, where each bundle of greens, each small profit, is the sweat and effort of the whole family. The scene gradually shifts from the peaceful early morning to the familiar bustling rhythm of life. The first rays of sun illuminate Huyen's smile, the smile of a woman who always finds hope amid difficulties. Afternoon falls. Gentle sun spreads golden over the vegetable garden. Huyen stops by Aunt Tu's house, smiling greeting. "Aunt Tu, today's spinach is still cheap, only 4,000 per bundle." Aunt Tu, while picking vegetables, replies, "Yeah, warm weather makes the greens grow fast, dear. Pick slowly so as not to tire your hands. We work slow but sure. Consider effort as profit." Huyen nods, smile still intact. She talks about the plan to sell vegetables door to door around the village, to get familiar with customers and gather a bit more income. Meanwhile, at home, the old lady suddenly remembers her child. Choked sobs echo in the empty house, loneliness rising like an underground stream. On the way selling vegetables, Huyen walks while calling out, hands deftly tying bundles, mouth greeting regular customers. Homegrown greens, auntie, very fresh. When meeting acquaintances, she doesn't forget to ask how they are, congratulate on new house, then happily promises to come help when needed. Each conversation, each smile is a bit of hope seeping through the pressures of daily bread. Some refuse, some buy, but Huyen doesn't get discouraged. The calling voice steadily blends into the rural life rhythm, in her heart thinking of family, of dinner, and the small secret gift for Uncle D. Though life still has many worries, the humanity in the village still makes her feel warm. In the small house, the old lady sits alone again, tears rolling down. Memories of the past and the loneliness of old age make the scene more melancholic. Contrasting that is the image of Huyen, full of life, enthusiasm, and resilience. She labors while dreaming of the future, where every effort will be rewarded. Each bundle of greens sold is a bit of faith. Each customer's smile is motivation for her to continue. Huyen believes that, as long as persistent, life will bloom. Like those lush green beds, though facing dew and wind still grow strong. Late afternoon, wind starts to blow stronger. At the rural market, road dust swirls thickly. Huyen quickly chooses a navy blue men's t-shirt, just fitting for Uncle D, price $100,000. She bargains skillfully, calculating while smiling. Okay, subtract a bit for me, sis. I'm buying to gift a friend. The seller smiles understanding, subtracts a few thousand as luck. Huyen also stops to order a small birthday cake. Heart excited mixed with nervousness. Returning home, wind blows stronger. Maya runs out cheering, "Mom, where's the cake? Where's the cake?" Huyen smiles, gently pats the head. "Shh, secret okay. Don't tell Uncle D. Tonight Mom lets you blow candles together." But joy quickly mixes with worry when Huyen realizes the old lady is no longer home. She runs everywhere searching, heart rising with fear. Perhaps the old lady went looking for relatives again. Amid the whistling wind, Huyen feels an emptiness in her heart. In the kitchen, Maya happily tells school stories, giving flowers to teachers, while counting flowers and helping Mom pick vegetables. Family atmosphere, warm, chases away some sadness. Huyen hides the cake and shirt, heart shifting from tiredness to excitement, preparing for the special evening. The strong wind outside like a symbol for life's fragility, when things we cherish can vanish any time. But in that small house, amid children's laughter and fresh green smell, there is still a simmering energy, faith, and love. Huyen looks at Maya, softly smiles. "Tonight, we'll have a really fun meal, okay, kid?" The child nods, eyes sparkling with excitement. In that moment, though poor, they still feel fulfilled. Because love is the most precious gift. Late afternoon, drizzle begins to fall. The sound of rain pattering on the thatched roof. The smell of damp earth mixing with the aroma of hot rice spreading throughout the small house. The door creaks open. Uncle Day steps in, clothes still dotted with rainwater, eyes surprised when seeing the meal neatly arranged more elaborately than usual. Today our house has some special occasion, huh, dear?" he asks, voice still a bit breathless after a day of work. Huyen smiles, just softly replies, "Just eat a delicious meal to warm the stomach." "Okay, brother." On the table is a special roll dish, that Huyen learned from the eatery where she once worked part-time. Greens, eggs, carrots, cucumbers, skillfully rolled in thin wrappers, fragrant mild flavor. When biting in, the fresh, cool taste spreads, making Uncle D unable to hide his smile. So delicious, just like the shop in town. Amid the gentle rain falling, they eat while chatting. Huyen talks about the intention to open a small shop in the future, a shop selling specialty rolls, both clean and rustic. Uncle D listens, eyes suddenly light up. That's a good idea. Tourists now like these countryside dishes that are delicious like this. The conversation shifts to work, though outside the fields are flooded due to the storm. But Uncle D just got invited by an acquaintance to work in the beetle garden near home. Salary $70,000 a day. Not much, but a ray of light amid difficulties. Both laugh, sharing small hopes, but heartwarming. In the corner of the house, baby Bibi eats, while grinning widely, and Maya secretly looks at Mom, trying to keep the secret about the surprise tonight. The atmosphere in the house is unusually warm, completely contrasting with the rain and wind outside. The feeling of fatigue vanishes, replaced by simple happiness when everyone feels the bond, the love. When the meal ends, Huyen cleans up, then pretends to be busy. Maya whispers, "Now okay. Yet, Mom?" Huyen smiles, nods. The little girl quickly blindfolds Uncle D, voice full of excitement. "Uncle Close Eyes okay, no peeking." The sound of footstepsy footsteps, the faint smell of sweet cake wafts out. Maya wears a small paper hat, running while singing, "Happy 38th birthday, Uncle D." Surprised to the point, Uncle D stands stunned, eyes red when seeing the simple but warm birthday cake in the thatched house. First time in life. "I have a birthday party," he says softly, voice choking. Maya smiles, squinting. "Wish Uncle D healthy, happy, joyful. Yay!" Bibi also cheers along, hand holding small spoon, waiting to eat the first piece of cake. The candle flickers amid the falling rain, warm light reflecting on the faces of all three. Laughter rings out, drowning the whistling wind outside. Outside, the sky is still stormy, but inside, small joy is spreading throughout the room. Huyen looks at husband, gentle smile, soft voice. "Just a small gift, but it's my heart." Uncle D nods, tears rolling down sun-tanned cheeks. "I'm so happy. Thank you, dear, and the two kids. Never have I felt so warm as today." Amid the joyful atmosphere, Uncle D suddenly tells his life story. The years of hardship without refuge, the days just knowing to live through each meal, not daring to dream of happiness. His voice trembles, but eyes light up with gratitude. "I once thought, surely I was born to be lonely. But then I met you, met Maya. Truly, that's the luckiest thing in my life." Huyen gently holds his hand, voice light as breath. "Me too. With you, I feel my life more meaningful." Those words, amid the pattering rain and flickering candle, like a silent promise that though poor, they will still rely on each other, together overcome everything. Maya cuts another piece of cake, eating while laughing. "Birthday so fun. Next year I make bigger cake, okay?" The whole family bursts into laughter. Warm atmosphere spreads. Bibi cheers, "I like birthday so much." Huyen glances outside, where darkness covers, then turns back to look at the table full of laughter. She knows, no matter how big the storm outside, in this house there is still light, the light of love. When the story quiets down, Maya takes out the small bag again. Mischievous voice. There's more gift, okay, Uncle. The little girl blindfolds Uncle D again, hand holding the navy blue t-shirt that Huyen bought at the market. Gift for Uncle D. Maya smiles brightly. Uncle removes the cloth, looks at the shirt, then surprised laughs. So beautiful. This shirt suits me so much. Huyen shyly. I saved for several months to buy. Consider as small birthday gift. Maya teases. Be careful wearing this shirt to town. Girls will look and that's it. The whole family laughs loudly, laughter blending with the falling rain, warm strangely. Uncle D stands up, tries on the shirt, spinning while joking. How is it? Hand-shin enough, huh? Huyen nods, eyes sparkling. Very handsome. Like new shirt opening a new chapter. Uncle smiles kindly, eyes full of gratitude. The shirt, though simple, but carries great meaning. Symbol of love, of change, of faith, that happiness can always sprout, even in poverty. Outside, the storm gradually eases. Inside, the small yellow lamp illuminates the whole house. Maya and Bibi doze off on Mom's lap, and Uncle D softly says, I don't need anything more. Having you, having the kids, that's enough. Huyen softly smiles, leans head on husband's shoulder. In that moment, the rain sound suddenly becomes gentler, like a lullaby peaceful for a long day closing. On the wooden table, the remaining cake still fragrant, the candle about to burn out, but not yet extinguished. And in their hearts, the small faith is still burning bright, that though life has many storms, as long as have each other, all difficulties can be overcome. This is the story of Huyen, Day, and their two little girls, Maya and Bibi, a poor but loving family living in a small rural home. Despite the hardships, they never lose faith or kindness. Huyen carefully prepares a simple dinner and dreams of opening a small
Huyền
food stall
và
to
cô con
improve
gái
their
nhỏ
lives.
Maya leo lên con đường
As the rain
hẻm
falls
ngày
outside,
càng hè gay
the
gắt.
family gathers
Dù
around
Maya
the meal,
ngày càng mệt
sharing
mỏi và
laughter,
sốt, Huyền
warmth,
vẫn tiếp tục
and hope.
hái dương xỉ trong
The
rừng,
most touching
biết
moment
rằng mỗi
comes
bó thức
when Maya
ăn,
and
thuốc
Bibi
men và
surprise
học phí
Chude with
tại
his
khu du
first
lịch
ever
dưới cái
birthday
nhộn nhịp. Họ
celebration.
bán rau
A
đối với những người từ chối liên tục,
heartfelt scene
trong
glowing with love.
trong khi ánh mắt
The
Maya
story
đượm buồn
ends
nhìn
with
món
the
đồ
family
chơi cô
sitting
bé không thể
together
có.
under the
Tối hôm
flickering
đó, trong căn
candlelight,
nhà đơn sơ được
proving
thắp
that
sáng bởi
true happiness
chiếc đèn,
isn't about wealth, but
họ
about
chia sẻ
love,
những bữa ăn giản dị, trân
gratitude,
trọng những chiến thắng nhỏ
and the
bé.
warmth of
Trong khi
being
đó, ở
together,
nơi xa, Đệ không ngừng
even
tìm
in
kiếm
life's
họ, ghé qua
storms.
các chợ